This next story, crazy requested. Unbelievably requested. And you probably have no idea. But my Twitter, it's like every day I get maybe one of these.
Really?
Requesting me to talk about this. So here it is. We're going to do it. We got the fans in India. And I got to bring something for them every so often. And so this is in response to some requests from some Indian fans talking about jiofiber. Now tell me, did you hear about this? No, because you're typing it wrong. So you definitely didn't hear about it.
What am I doing
It's
here?
JIO. JIO fiber. And it's actually a pretty cool thing going on here. At first, I was like, why is everyone tweeting me about some telco in India? Like, what's so exciting about it? And then I'm like, okay, fine. Finally, I'm going to go look. I'm going to talk about it. This company, jiofiber, is going to give you a fiber connection at 100 megabit speed is the starting point. They're going to go up to 1 gigabit per second speeds. So you're in India. They're going to give you 100 megabit speed for 700 rupees a month. That's under $10 USD. And they're going to give you a 4K TV if you sign up.
That's random.
But imagine at $10 a month, Will, how long it's going to take you to pay for a 4K TV? When do they make their money back?
Yeah.
It's wild. So you're now, granted, to get the TV, I believe you need to sign up for a year. So I guess you're on the hook then for $10 a month times 12. Yeah. You're on the hook for $120. And I guess they just assume you're going to be a customer for a really long time. And they're definitely going out of pocket on the front end for this type of deal. But it's got me jealous. $10 a month, 100 megabit connection. Or for me, I would go for the 1 gigabit connection in that case. Of course, the price goes up. I think there's some speculation here that the top end connection they're going to sell is 10,000 rupees per month. Now, those users are going to end up picking up the slack for the entry point. Mm-hmm. Let me go 10,000 rupees to USD. That there is going to be, so that's $138. So that's a serious connection. Mm-hmm. But for a gigabit, I'll take that still. No problem. It's fine by me. And anyhow, so they're going to give away a 4K TV as well. This is big news. Plenty of Indian fans have reached out to me because of just how competitive this is and how different this is than what is being offered elsewhere in the world. Under the same welcome offer, it's not just that you get the 4K TV, but you're also going to get a 4K set-top box as well for free for TV. Wow. So it's like they're giving you everything, and they're letting you in the door for under $10 a month. So now I know why so many people were asking me to talk about it, because it really is revolutionary. And to me, it's an indication, it's a similar kind of concept to the smartphone strategy in India. That slim, let's trim that margin down. Let's get people involved. Let's get people in the door. And we're gonna figure out the true monetization strategy at a later date. Mm-hmm. Companies like Xiaomi have stated publicly that they're looking at very slim margins, possibly in the neighborhood of like 5%. And then that model has been the backbone for their growth, to be crazy aggressive on trimming those margins, not necessarily profiting in the short term, in order to bring this massive user base online and potentially keep them for a long time. And so this is in that same territory, and really the customers are benefiting from the competitive nature of that marketplace. And now they got a 100 megabit connection, which in India is no joke, I should say. 100 megabit, and I granted, it's probably going to have, you're going to have to be in the right region, and there's some other factors. I didn't even talk about this last one. There's another piece to it too, which is they're going to give you a free home phone as well with the deal. And they claim they're going to be launching the cheapest, lowest fixed line rates for international calls for US and Canada, including unlimited international calling pack for RS 500 per month to US and Canada.
Wow.
So RS 500 has got to be like $6. Unlimited calls to the US and Canada from India. And there's a lot of people, they have relatives and so forth in North America. That's a big deal as well. So more power to you guys, man. I don't know what kind of take you want me to have on it, other than I'm happy for you. That's cool. I'm glad that this accessibility is coming to these new marketplaces. I'm happy to see this connectivity come in there because I know for myself, I look at this access to these types of connections, access to this level of bandwidth. For me, it was probably a critical part of me getting involved in the work and the business in the YouTube sphere and so forth. It's a critical component in all of this happening. If I couldn't get access to a nice connection, all of a sudden I'm not uploading as much, or maybe not even approaching it in the first place. If I'm paying, imagine I'm paying Will our mobile data prices to try to upload videos in the early days where I'm not getting a penny. It's tough.
Yeah.
So now you roll out this type of connectivity to a wide audience, and it's accessible from an economic perspective, and now the people can go do what they want to do. And it doesn't have to just be uploading videos to YouTube. Obviously, this access, it's like a key into the globe. You unlock access to all these various avenues that could be meaningful for you. Maybe it's just a better connection for you to log on to do research projects or to online university, or I don't know what people are doing, but like that's what this kind of stuff represents. So it is big.
Yeah. Access.
Access is big. And again, I don't know how competitive this is in the domestic market compared to what else is out there, but based on the amount of activity I had on my social media about referencing this, I have to believe this is a new level. I have to believe that this is as aggressive as it gets, and now there's going to have to be a response from whoever the competitors happen to be. But for now, 100 megabit connection, free 4K TV and 4K set-top box, crazy cheap international calling is coming in. It's around $10 a month, USD.
That's insane. Like compared to Canada prices, like I have a 25 megabit connection. I pay $50.
Yeah.
It's expensive here.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You're good. We should tell people. Yeah, of course. Canada is one of the most expensive.
I got a gig. I pay $100 a month. I got a gig down.
So you're saying that that's good?
Yeah, it's better than the India one.
Yeah, but delivering a gig in India is insane.
Yeah.
You got to lay fiber lines. There's nothing there. You don't have anything yet. So on the top end of the spectrum, I think that's how they're going to pay for it. Those that are looking for hefty connections will subsidize the cost for the lower connections. But the real disruptive piece of this is the 700 rupees.
Right.
That's the disruptive piece.
Affordability.
Is the 10
really
bucks
important.
is going to be big for that region. But anyway, Will's right. You're right too. Everybody's right. When it comes to the high-end products, it's okay here. Around the $100 price point, you can get some pretty fast connections. But the like generic connection, and by the way, Kirk, you would have to add the 4K TV, set-top box TV, and the landline to that. It's a lot of pieces. But anyhow, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool to see this stuff developing for the Indian market. What's up, India? Shout out India. Shout out jiofiber. I don't even know if I'm saying that correctly.